Hello everyone and welcome to Switchaboo's Nintendo E3 2021 Wishlist. So here we are going to go over a few of our hopes, high ambitions, pie in the sky dreams of the games that we want Nintendo to be showing off / announcing at E3, because they are confirmed to be at E3, and well, E3 2021 is confirmed, so that's exciting. I am joined here by Nathan Rudge.
Hello. And
Jake Mounty.
G'day.
So let's get started. So we're going to use the tier maker tool here. We've got some down the bottom, but you can't see that, so we'll go through them one by one. Let's start with the obvious one. It's a very obvious one. Breath of the Wild 2. Is it going to be at E3 2021?
I'd probably say so. Yeah.
No, it's definitely not going to be there.
Definitely not.
No, definitely not. 100%
You reckon
not. 100% not. No, it's going to be there.
It's an
obvious. It's an obvious one. It's going to be there because it's got the 35th anniversary this year, so it's going to be there.
So you reckon they'll do like their own Nintendo Zelda Direct?
Oh no, I was just being a joke. Like, you know, they're definitely not going to be there.
Sarcasm, but
Yeah. It doesn't come across well when we can't see your face.
Yeah, true.
So you guys both think it will be?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I reckon so as well. I'd honestly be surprised if they don't show it, because considering they announced it at 2019 E3, I reckon it's just fitting. And they showed the original Breath of the Wild, like that trailer, and they talked about it a lot at E3, so I reckon... And it's, you know, it's your open world RPG.
Yeah,
it's like just fitting.
It's one of the biggest games that they are currently working on at the moment.
Also, at the last Direct, they were like, "Oh, wait for news soon," basically.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that too.
So, in our wish list, where would you rank that from 1 to 10?
Into being most likely.
Most anticipated. So
most anticipated.
Most hoping.
For Steve, it's going to be at number 1.
Well, that is very true. Steve is definitely number 1. I'd say it's number 1 for me as well.
Full disclosure, not a fan of The Legend of Zelda.
Boo.
So, yeah, I know. I a lot of people don't like my opinions on Zelda, so I really don't care all that much for it. So, but a lot of people want it, so just disregard my dumb opinions on the franchise.
My only points against it is if it's like the same dungeons from Breath of the Wild, which I did not like those things.
Yeah, I hope they do. I hope they
do
flesh that out a little
dungeons.
Bit more. Yeah. So these, I mean, I'm putting that one at number 1, but that doesn't mean it's locked at number 1.
Yes.
So other things we bring up, it can push other ones down. So we'll see how we go. We'll see if that one stays up there. Number 2, let's take one from James's. So basically, it's us three talking, but some of our other writers, they did chime in with other suggestions and their hopes. This one comes from James. We will be talking about, or whether Nintendo will be talking about, more Nintendo Switch Online.
I kind of hope so.
It's a bit barren at the moment, isn't it? We've all played the NES.
It's very barren.
Yeah. We've all played NES games. We've all played SNES games.
Or even if they just brought in like the eShop. Like the virtual console stuff.
Do you reckon they'll do that though?
No, I don't, but I wish they did. You know, bring in GameCube games, because the only way you can play that now is on a GameCube or on a Wii. There's no other way to play it.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly.
That, and like the fact that they haven't like bothered with Nintendo 64 games like at all with their online stuff now. It's just Nintendo and Super Nintendo. I don't really see any kind of like expansion to that'll be like mind blowing.
No, that's right. I mean, because I love Nintendo 64 and GameCube, but I'd honestly be happy with some Game Boy stuff and like Game Boy Advance, specifically Game Boy Advance. I'd love to see.
I mean, that was on the Wii U,
good,
like Virtual Console. That's where I was like, okay, that's had its time. Let's bring back the GameCube.
Well, yeah. Like I would want GameCube, but I wouldn't think they'd jump in with GameCube if the other systems aren't there. Trust me, I would love GameCube, and don't get me wrong as well.
They could also do Melee with online.
Yeah, but
Will
Nintendo doesn't like
No,
Melee.
I know.
Exactly.
I know, but they could.
They could. They just won't.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I really like the way they've done the NES and the SNES. Like it's like a library similar to like Netflix, but you just download them and away you go. But it's like we were saying before, it's just so barren. We just want all the other games.
And a lot of it, like, is just random games no one wants to play.
Yeah. I mean, there's some few gems every now and then. I've been meaning to play Breath of Fire, which actually looks pretty cool, but exactly, like there's a lot of, like, the Natsume Wrestling Championship or whatever that's called.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass on that. I have no nostalgia for that whatsoever.
Yeah, there's like just a bunch of really random picks, aren't they?
Yeah. And then you've got your obvious choices, like your Marios, your Zeldas,
yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So it's like...
And the problem I've seen is it's more stuck on Nintendo titles.
Yes. Well, yeah, either Nintendo or weird left field stuff.
Yes.
Like, there are actually many games on the NES and SNES Classic that aren't even on the online subscription.
Yeah.
Where's Earthbound? Earthbound Beginnings. Oh, that wasn't on the Classic, but still.
Like, it's a well sought after game for people, and it's like, oh, if you give it out, people play it.
Yeah, that's it. So it sounds like we all really want that. Probably not as much as Breath of the Wild 2. I'm thinking 7. What do you guys reckon?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, around about 7, 6, about there.
Yep. Lock that in. Let's go. Let's take one from Steve this time. So Steve, speaking of Zelda, Steve really wants a new 2D Zelda. So this would be... So
he wanted specifically a new one, not a remake, wasn't it?
Exactly. So like... Because people have been like, oh, can we bring a Link Between Worlds to the Switch, or do the Oracle of Seasons and Ages like they did Link's Awakening, which I would love, but he's specifically wanting a brand new one, because A Link Between Worlds was 2013, I believe it was.
There was also the that 3, like the one where you had the costumes.
Triforce Heroes.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, we don't talk about Triforce Heroes. So he's wanting a brand new 2D adventure, which I honestly can't see happening purely because Link's Awakening is on the Switch and they've already got that engine, so I can't see them wanting to cannibalize that.
Also, they're focusing way more on Breath of the Wild at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So, whilst I would love it, I just don't think it's time for it yet. Yeah. Maybe in a couple of years. I'm going to put it at 9 for now, if there aren't any objections.
No.
But I imagine that one will go down a bit. But we'll see. I am going to take one from myself now, and this one's more of a personal one, but I would love to see a sequel to Ring Fit Adventure. Now, this one...
no, that's fair.
Because, for one, it sold like crazy. So,
it's
especially
still selling like crazy.
I can't get one. I've been meaning to get one for like over a year. Ever since the COVID thing started, I've been meaning to like use that as an excuse to get myself like into shape. I can't find a copy.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like it sold much more than they had anticipated. And I've been using it for the past month or so, and I think already I've lost like 5-7 kilos. That and eating healthy as well. But it's just like today was leg day in the actual game itself, and my legs are killing me.
Oh, it is a genuine workout.
Yeah, ridiculous. And it's really cool. Have you guys played it? Just out of curiosity.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I haven't.
So one thing that's really cool, the IR sensor on the bottom of the right, I got a left to right, the
red
right
controller.
Joy-Con. Yeah, the right Joy-Con. I mean, I've got the Splatoon ones, so it's not red. And I'm colorblind, so that doesn't help either. The IR sensor, it actually senses your pulse when you put your thumb up next to it. So you can see... Yeah, so you can see your heartbeat and how well you've done and how much effort you put in. And it's awesome. Like, it's a good way for me to think, like, oh, I didn't do much. Like, I need to, try a bit harder, or maybe I need to put up the intensity a little bit because my heart rate isn't as high as what my previous workout was, so I can judge it based on that. And it's really, really, it's such a cool game. The actual Rincon itself is genius, which I remember when we first saw it, it was just, what the hell was this? But yeah,
once you try it, it is really good.
Yeah, it is, and exactly, Jake. Once you, it does look like something you could break, and I thought the same as well. I'm like, am I going to break this? But I don't know what kind of technology it has in it, but it's actually something where if you can adjust the tension that it has on it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's super cool, and there are ways that, once you finish the main story, you can continue playing. But once I finish the main story, I don't know, like, I will still keep playing it for health reasons, but I would like a sequel to know that I would have something, or at least DLC, like more actual story DLC. I reckon it would be cool as well.
To bring you back in, more likely.
That's it.
That just sounds weird. DLC for a fitness game.
It does.
I mean, they brought out an DLC update for Mario Party 2 years later.
Yeah, apparently the online's terrible on that, I've heard. I haven't tried it personally, but...
A Nintendo game with bad online, what a surprise.
I'm so shocked.
If only those dedicated servers.
Apparently they changed that. I don't know. That's a discussion for a whole other day, though. I'm going to put that as 5 if there's no objections.
No objection, because that would be neat.
No objections. No, go for it.
Cool. Locking it in. Jake, let's go with one of yours. The big one. The one we've all been waiting for. Mario Kart. Mario Kart 9.
Yes. I really hope there is a Mario Kart 9 coming. I really do. Like, despite, my opinions given on the podcast.
Like, it would be really nice to have Mario Kart 9.
It would be nice to have, like, a new Mario Kart, because, like, yeah, we have technically had new Mario Karts, but, like, one of them is a mobile game, the other one's a toy.
Which you completely forgot about.
Yeah, true. And, yeah, the last Mario Kart game we had is a re-release of the one that came out on the Wii U. We need a new, proper Mario Kart game. Please.
Yes. I've been playing Mario Kart 8 for a long time.
Yes. Yeah, you and me both. Having all of us owned a Wii U.
Yes.
But I think it is time for it as well. Do I think it'll happen? I'm going to say no. But
yeah, I don't think it will happen on the Switch.
Yeah.
But it should.
Exactly. Doesn't mean there shouldn't be a Mario Kart 9. I'm thinking 4. What do you guys reckon?
Yeah, I'd say 4.
Yep. All right, lock it in. Nathan, let's go with one of yours. Let's go... If I can find it down the bottom here. Here we go. Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Yeah, so my logic behind this is it's coming out really soon, and there hasn't been much on it.
I think so. Yeah, I reckon that's a lock.
Like, it's got to be a guarantee at this point.
Yeah.
Or they'll have it at the Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah, because
which usually is pretty close to E3.
Okay. I hope to go to that one day. That'd be really cool. Anyways,
assuming it keeps going.
Well, yeah, that's right. I've never played a Shin Megami Tensei game. I played a little bit of 4 and I just could not get into it. But this one looks different.
Yeah,
like, this one looks big.
SMT games specifically are very difficult to get into because the beginning is meant to be like balls to the wall hard.
Yeah, I got that. I definitely got that.
Yeah.
But it looks fantastic. Like, the actual... Like, from what little that we've seen of it, it looks fantastic. I'm actually going to go... Even though I'm not a big... Like, I'm not into the series, I'm going to go 2 on that. What do you guys reckon?
Yeah, just because it's like almost guaranteed. It's 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 2, but we'll have a discussion of we'll come back to that. Let's go. What else do we have? We'll go one that a few people have talked about. We say it every year, but whether it's actually going to happen or not, Metroid Prime 4.
No, it has been a while. It has been a while,
Yes.
but they did restart development. It was like 2 years ago.
I was going to say 2 years ago.
Yeah, something like that. So if
do they have
And
anything
then
to show?
also COVID happened, which would push back development a bit as well.
It'd be like if it's not like if we're not getting anything this year, then probably next year.
Yeah.
If anything, I think we'll get like a small thing like, hey, we're still working on it. Here's a little thing to tide you over for now.
Here's a screenshot.
Yeah.
Or at least concept.
Or like a short trailer like the Breath of the Wild trailer.
Yeah, I mean,
first
I'd even like to...
announced.
I'd even just like them just to say, hey, we're still working on it. Here's some concept art.
Yeah.
And, you know, here's what we're doing currently. Like, even just kind of behind the scenes. Because, like, I normally hate that kind of stuff. And I know EA does that a lot where they show, like, 10 minutes of their press conferences just showing people fiddling around with 3D models on their computers, on their desks at work. But
yeah, look at these realistic fish.
Oh, yay, fish. But I would just like to see... I would like to see that for Metroid Prime 4, just to show that, you know, they're getting... Like, we can assume they're working on it, obviously, because that's what they're working on.
Yeah.
But even just something like that would be cool, I reckon.
It was Retro Studios, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been handed back to Retro Studios. And they've been hiring like crazy, and which makes me think that, you know, they weren't really prepared to take on Metroid Prime 4, which is probably why it's going to take a little bit of time.
Especially with COVID.
Yeah.
So, ironically, I'm thinking 4 for 4, which would push down Mario Kart 9 and Ring Fit Adventure 2. What do you reckon?
Just because you want to put it in 4, don't you?
A little bit. It's so fitting.
Yeah, just sure.
We'll let you have it.
Thank you. Next one, we'll take one from James. He really wants to see Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask remakes on Switch.
Yeah.
So funny thing about James, he's never played Majora's Mask, and he tried Ocarina of Time on the 3DS, but he said the 3DS screen was a bit too small for him to get into it. And I think he makes a very good point. Like, that's how I played Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and I really enjoyed it. But having that HD remakes on the Switch would be perfect.
I don't think we'll get HD remakes, if anything.
Oh, neither do I.
I think we'll get the Mario 35th, like the 3D All Stars treatment.
Yeah,
It'll just be a port.
I think you're right.
Yeah. It'll probably just be a port, if anything.
Yeah, definitely. And another reason why I think that is because Grezzo was working on Miitopia.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's how you use that studio. Anyways, but yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. At least not anytime soon.
No.
But
we might get the 3D, like, All-Stars, basically, treatment with some of the 3D games.
Yeah, it might be touched up a little bit. Maybe they'll use the 3D engine and use that, but I don't know. I guess that's probably more work than what it's worth.
Yeah.
In Nintendo's eyes, anyways. Move on. So I'm happy to put that 10 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 plus.
Even though I would love it, I just don't think it'll happen. And yeah, sorry, James.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, absolutely. Another one we haven't heard for many years, Bayonetta 3.
Where's the Twitter account that actually tells us how many days it's been since the last update for Bayonetta 3? Because I think we're at 1,260 something days last time I checked.
Oh my god, that
Which
was
is a long time.
Yeah, that was 2017 Game Awards.
Yeah.
Why show it that early? If you're not confident with it, why show it that early?
Yeah,
is what I want to know. I don't understand.
I think
why
they
Game
were
Companies
confident with it. They're just like, hey, it's coming. Just like how, what was it?
Metroid Prime 4?
No, I was thinking the CG Project Red game. 2077.
Cyberpunk.
How that got announced, what was it, like 7 years before they released?
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
it was supposed to be on, like, what, PlayStation 3, I think?
Yeah,
it was first
it was
announced?
meant to be the PS3 when it was announced. So, like,
that barely run on PS4.
Yeah.
That's telling. I think it's time, honestly. And I say it every year, which is the horrible irony, but I really do think it's past time at this point.
Well, has Platinum been working on anything recently?
They've been working on a lot of different things.
Actually.
Yeah, they tend to do that. Because they had that big
Astral
website
Chain,
tease thing. Yeah, that was like 2018 or 2019.
Yeah, they also had the re-release of Wonderful 101, the mobile game that came out recently. The entirety of Astral Chain came out in the development time of Bayonetta 3.
Announced and released in that time frame.
Exactly.
Brutal. I really want to put it at 3 because of 4, but I don't think it deserves to be there.
Then put it at 9.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see it, but personally, I don't think it will happen. So probably like 7, 8, and 9, around there.
Nathan, you reckon 9, 7?
Just
I reckon
'cause, 3 times 3 is 9.
That is how math works.
Math nerd.
I'm thinking 8 because it's a spare slot.
Just to make your job easier.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to get harder afterwards because we've only got 1 spot left, aside from 10 plus. Next one, we got this one from Dylan. He is a massive Borderlands fan. So he wants to see Borderlands 3 on Switch.
That'll never happen.
Oh, yeah, because you're a Borderlands fan as well, aren't you, Jake?
I sure am.
But you don't think it's going to happen?
I don't think it's going to happen, mainly because I don't see Borderlands 3 being able to run on the Switch. I had the game, but Switch Pro, it's still not guaranteed at this point, so I'm not counting.
Super Switch, remember?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But, like, the thing is, like, when the game came out originally, it barely ran, not only on consoles, but even on PC.
Yeah. It was rough.
It was rough. I do not see that happening unless...
Also, I don't think the Borderlands collection sold too well on the Switch.
Yeah, don't...
That wouldn't surprise me.
It.
Yeah.
Like, I saw it recently for like $30 on the eShop. I was like, that's probably because it didn't sell well.
Yeah, it went on sale real quick. You are right about that.
Yeah, like, Borderlands is a franchise you'd see, like, do well on, like, PlayStation and Xbox, but not on Nintendo.
So you're the Borderlands fan here. Where would you put this?
10. No doubt.
Sorry, Dylan.
Yeah, sorry, dude, but that is a never ever. Like, until, like, the Switch gets a massive upgrade, then maybe.
Yeah.
Brutal. Something that might happen and something that would be a perfect fit for Switch. Rare Replay.
The dream.
The dream.
The dream. Will it come true, though?
Well, I mean, I think it's got a good chance.
Also, wasn't there, like, talks of Nintendo and Microsoft, like, in talk?
Recently?
Yeah,
and people
they've been in talk for a while about something.
Yeah, and people were like, "Oh, it could be they could be using Microsoft servers, or they could be, I don't know, Project xCloud and all that kind of stuff."
Master Chief in Smash, baby.
I mean, they already have Banjo and Minecraft Steve.
Exactly. I honestly think it could be something as simple as Rare Replay.
Yeah.
So I really do think
Nintendo Edition, obviously.
that would be cool.
like,
Whether that would happen because it's extra work.
But it would be a reason to get it, because it would be, all the same games that the original version had, plus more.
I mean, it might not have the Banjo Nuts and Bolts and the Xbox game, so...
See, I still reckon it would be, considering like how we've got Cuphead and all that.
Yeah, remember when
like,
Cuphead was supposed to be, like, Xbox exclusive?
Yeah, that didn't last long. I would love it. Someone, I've talked about it to death. Someone who loves Banjo-Kazooie. and classic Rare.
Also,
to be able to play that on Nintendo again.
The Donkey Kong games, the DK64.
Yeah, if they did all that as well.
The Star Fox Adventures.
Rare was so good back in the day. Anyways, I would personally put that at 7. What do you guys reckon?
Yeah, I'd say about there.
We want it number 1 because it's going to happen.
Yeah, like it's something that like I think like pretty much everyone would want, but it is very unlikely.
Yeah. I'd probably say about 7.
Alright, locking it in. Sorry, 2D Zelda. Move that down. There we go. Alright, next up. I think, Jake, you said this one? A new Fire Emblem?
Oh yeah, new Fire Emblem would be pretty good. Like, I know there's a lot of people, like mainly the Smash community, that is just sick of Fire Emblem.
but Fire Emblem was good.
Yeah, Fire Emblem was good. Like, 3 houses, like, exploded. Like, it was good, but not really what... Like, it was good, but it wasn't as good, in my opinion, as Awakening, so it kind of felt like, to me. It was, like, kind of middling. Like, I can see why people like it, I can see why people don't like it. But, yeah, I really would like to see a new Fire Emblem game. Thing is, like, they're still kind of riding on the 3 houses hype a bit. Like, yeah, all the DLC has come out and all that, but that was only, like, a year ago. So, if they're going to announce something, it would be super early. It'd be a super early announcement.
I expect if they're doing a new Fire Emblem game, it will be a remake of an old one, like how was it Genealogy?
Yeah, maybe.
Echoes.
I know.
Echoes.
That's it. Shadows of Valentia?
Yes. So I actually did read something that it's not, it's specifically Fire Emblem Echoes, and then Shadow of Valentia is the title. Like, that might actually be a title they continue on as a
that they use for, like, remakes.
Yeah.
I reckon it's possible.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 5 or 6, honestly, on that one.
Yeah, I'd say probably 6, yeah.
I mean, we got a gap in 3.
Is it 3 worthy, though?
Personally,
it's been a while since we've had a proper release of Fire Emblem. And it did sell really well.
Advance Wars fans are screaming right now. But
those poor Advance Wars fans.
You're calling me out here.
You guys reckon 3? I'm happy to put it at 3. Yeah, well, no, for Fire Emblem.
Sure, we'll stick it at 3.
It'll probably move down, but...
Yeah.
We'll stick it there for now. Another one from Dylan. He wants to see more cloud gaming. But, I mean, the 3 of us talking are all from Australia who can't even access cloud gaming.
Yeah.
So...
And Stadia failed hard.
Yeah. Sorry, Dylan. I mean, I'm putting that at 10.
Hard.
Yeah, that's big fat no for us Aussies.
But I'd probably say that's the lowest one we could, like, pick.
I don't know.
I mean, good on you guys. Like, good on Dylan and Brian, both from America, who can do cloud gaming and can play some of those bigger games. But from what I've heard as well, they just don't run very well.
It works good for, like an RPG where the delay's not much of an issue, but for like a first-person shooter, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen footage of Samurai Showdown running on the Stadia? It is nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
It's not there yet. I'm locking that in. Next up, we have one from James. He wants to see more Star Wars games. So he did give us a couple, like Battlefront 2, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Bounty Hunter. I guess you got like Jedi Fallen Order. What else is there? The Lego Star Wars game. That's probably a separate thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't
I think it's like Skywalker Saga?
Yeah, I was about to say the Skywalker Saga's coming out. Or is that out yet? I don't know.
Yeah, like
no,
also, we got May the 4th coming up.
That is true.
Yeah.
Whether this may or may not go up by then, but you're right. We could get something there.
Yeah, it's like we have been getting like a steady stream of Star Wars games for quite a bit. actually, which has been interesting. Mainly, like, really old ports of, like, original Xbox games and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a huge shock, but, like, since I'm not super huge on, like, Star Wars as, like, a medium, I'm not very knowledgeable about it, so I don't know if there's more Star Wars games that they could port over.
I know a lot of people want Knights of the Old Republic redone.
Oh yeah, like the old BioWare Star Wars games. They're considered like the best Star Wars games. And
apparently that was supposed to be happening. Like, confirmed that Knights of the Old Republic is getting remade.
Actually, I think so, yeah.
That's true.
Also,
I haven't heard about it.
A Nintendo exclusive game, I think it was Rogue Commander, where you actually flew like an X-wing or whatever through the like levels off the old trilogy.
Yeah.
So like you did the Death Star run and all that. That could be, something to bring over.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
You could mix it in with the Labo and actually make it VR.
Remember the Labo?
I do. I only had the variety kit and it's still in its box. That's a shame.
You paid money for cardboard.
No, it was a gift.
Never mind. Someone else paid.
Is taken back.
Someone else paid money for cardboard to give to you.
Yes, they did.
Now the question is, did they pay full price or was it like when it was massively reduced?
I think it was on sale.
Yeah, because it got down to like $20 for like the robot kit.
Oh yeah, super cheap. Like, I like the concept of Labo. It's just the games. I've just seen so many videos of the games itself, and it's like, yay, that was fun. Now I'm stuck with cardboard, and like, I just do not have the room to have cardboard everywhere.
It's like Wii Sports essentially, but with a more obnoxious peripheral.
Yeah, exactly. I want to give some love to Star Wars. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. Like, I want to put it at 9, but then Bayonetta gets pushed down. And I just can't do that in all good consciousness.
Put it at the top of 10.
Top of 10.
Yeah, like, it could happen.
I guess we haven't done that.
Yeah, like, it could happen mainly because there has been a steady stream of Star Wars games being ported to the Switch.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the 2D Zelda there if we're ranking the 10 plus. All right, let's move on from that. Another one from James. Simpsons Hit and Run. A remaster.
I do not think that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's unfortunately not going to happen.
Like, I'd like to. Hit and Run is a great game.
Oh, it's amazing.
For the most part. Like,
there are some pretty bad game-breaking bugs.
Yeah, how the heck is, like, a child supposed to beat that final mission? Like, come on. That's insane. But, like, not only is it, like, a licensed property, but it's a licensed property formerly owned by Fox, now by Disney. So,
yeah.
Like, that's gonna be a thing. And, like, when it comes to, like, classic nostalgic games that everyone has played, like, the only outlier for, having it be, like, a big name like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, and stuff like that has been SpongeBob. That's the only outlier in this. So, unless that
didn't do well from what
No, it didn't. And, like, so yeah, unless there's, like, a massive thing, like, just a massive wave of, like, licensed games from the early 2000s being remade, I do not see a Hit and Run remake ever being a thing.
Pepsi
Hit and Run as well
when?
is... Oh, sorry, Nathan, you go.
I said Pepsi Man remake when?
Hit and Run was one of those... I think it's one of those games that's very stuck in its time as well.
Yeah.
Like, Simpsons have gone in a different direction since... I think it was 2003 that game came out or something like that. So I just don't think it would hold up as well, or it would only be successful based on nostalgia, and it wouldn't appeal to newer fans, or it just wouldn't have the legs for that. That being said, I'm going to put it at 10.
I mean, if you bundle it with Road Rage, that'd make it worthwhile.
I don't.
Yeah.
As cool as that would be, I don't see that happening, specifically because Radical got sued by Sega for specifically copying Crazy Taxi.
We can dream.
Not anytime soon will that be coming out. Although in saying that, when was the last Crazy Taxi game that wasn't on mobile?
Yeah.
There'd have to be
a valid question.
There'd have to be a port somewhere, right?
I'm going to quickly Google that and come back to it.
Right. While you're doing that, we have... we've done James a couple of times. Let's go back to Steve. He wants to see new Paper Mario.
Not happening anytime soon.
No, considering how close it's been since the release of Origami King.
Yeah. And I can't see there being 2 Paper Marios on one system.
Yeah.
It's just not their jam. But I like your enthusiasm.
Probably the only person I know who actually enjoys the newer Paper Mario games.
Hey, I like the Origami King.
Yeah, it's like...
Good on...
Yeah, I liked it.
Good on you. It's just a shame it's something that I can't enjoy.
Yeah. Each their own. I'm not the biggest fan... this could be sacrilege to so many out there. I'm not the biggest fan of Thousand Year Door. Because I just...
Neither am I.
I don't know.
Neither am I. I played it semi-recently, and I was pretty bored with it.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. And the world is beautiful. I just think the 64 version's got more charm. But that's just me. I'm going to put it above cloud gaming.
Yeah.
Maybe above Borderlands 3?
Yeah, I'd say
Jake?
I'd say in between Borderlands 3 and the Zeldas.
All right, locking that in. Jake, one of yours. This one I can get fully behind. Pokemon Pinball.
Man, I love Pokemon Pinball so much.
Right?
I mean, I hate that we haven't had a new Pokemon Pinball game in nearly 20 years.
And it works as well.
I don't think it will happen though.
It'll never happen.
It was good.
It was good. It's my never ever pick. Yeah. It is my never ever pick. But I will say, as of this recording, Pokemon Snap came out a day or two ago?
On Friday, so 2 days ago.
Yeah, it came out 2 days ago. If Pokemon Snap can come back, Pokemon Pinball has a chance.
Yeah, but Pokemon agree. Snap has been requested by a lot.
Don't crush his dreams.
I will crush him.
I have put more time into Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire than I have most main title Pokemon games combined.
Do you want me to make you even more sad, Jake?
No. My dreams have already been crushed to hell, so there's not much you can really do.
How good would Pokemon Pinball on the Switch be in the fact that you could play it portrait mode on the Switch in handheld mode?
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
It's all I've thought about. Every time Pokemon Pinball comes up, I just think, because have you got one of those flip grips?
Man who thought he lost all hope loses last speck of hope he didn't know he had.
How good would that be, though? To put it in the flip grip so you have it vertically and... Yeah. I'm putting that... I want to put that higher because of that. I honestly think it has a chance because Nintendo might actually see that being utilized. Because, Nintendo are very much we'll make a game if we can think of an idea. What they do with F-Zero. So I actually think...
But you got to convince Game Freak or the Pokemon company to do it.
Well, yeah, but Nintendo. I mean, if they can make Pokemon Cafe, whatever that thing was, they can make Pokemon Pinball.
Yeah, but they've pumped out so many mobile games.
Yeah. Well, it'll work on mobile.
Yeah, I was about to say, make it a mobile game. I'll probably hate it because it's a mobile game, but it's better than nothing.
Exactly.
Speaking of Pokemon Unity is still coming out, remember?
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, me too. Okay. I mean...
why does that exist?
Hats off if you're excited for it, but... I think it's a different audience. I think that's an audience thing.
What's the market saturation on Pokemon fans who also like MOBAs? I don't think it's going to be big.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how it does. Yeah, I'm curious to see how it does. Like, I'm not going to play it, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick it there for now, 10 plus, but we're going to go through this list again. So we'll come back to that, I reckon. Last one from Steve. IO Interactive have been working on, well, said to have been working on a GoldenEye game. Whether this comes to Switch or not would be a different matter.
Can they make the controls actually good? Bam!
Yeah, that Wii one was not good.
No, it wasn't.
I was talking about the 64 version. Personally, I think the 64 version, like the original 64 version of GoldenEye, plays like arse. Yeah, it's sacrilege. There are people that die by that game. Have you played it recently?
It was not great controls, but it was a fun time, and that's all you need.
Like,
in 5 frames per second.
People go nuts when you pick Oddjob in multiplayer because it takes longer to look down because he's shorter. You can't shoot him. It's like, playing as Oddjob is unfair. It's like, no, it's because your game is bad.
I mean,
and then there was the Banjo-Kazooie version.
The Banjo-Tooie.
Yeah.
First person. I hated those bits.
In the game, terrible. It's not fun, but as multiplayer, it's fun.
I never did it.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't.
I only played Banjo-Tooie on the Rare Replay remake, honestly. Like, I played Banjo-Kazooie to death on my 64. But yeah, I never really got into Tooie until later. And I look back at it, maybe it's nostalgia talking, but yeah, I can't really get behind Tooie as much as
it's also
Tooie.
the back.
You hear that? Alex is a fake fan.
To the levels. Oh no, Banjo-Kazooie is perfect. You can do each level in one run.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, that could be a whole other discussion as well.
That would be the next podcast discussion.
Ooh, I like that, actually. Last one. So the last suggestion we have from James, Chinatown Wars.
Dude, I would love a Chinatown Wars, like, port.
It would be
anything.
It would be awesome. But again, I don't see that happening.
Yeah. Like
it would be cool.
That's like your Pokemon Pinball.
Yeah. Like, the gameplay for Chinatown Wars was so intrinsically tied to the dual screen system that was the DS that like getting rid of that will just like hamper a lot of the enjoyment of Chinatown Wars. Like, don't get...
Hey, if they can do it for The World Ends With You.
Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't it still not do so well?
No, see, that's the sad thing, is The World Ends With You. Like, all the ports for The World Ends With You, everyone always says it's not as good as the original, which is sad because the original doesn't play well.
Well, I never played The World Ends With You until I got it on Switch, and I couldn't get into it because I just felt the controls were way too convoluted. So I actually reckon if I'm ever going to play that game, it has to be on DS.
Yeah.
Or you could just watch the anime and play the sequel.
Yeah,
that's my plan.
Watch the anime.
Yeah, that's my plan. I reckon I'll do that. But there's all the games. So what's that? 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 games. So that is the Switchaboo wish list. But now we got to think about the order that we want these to go. Number 1, Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, that'll be number 1. That feels like a guarantee.
Basically, yeah.
Locking that in. Shin Megami Tensei 5, you reckon it should be up there?
Yeah, it should
above
definitely
all
be
of these?
Yeah.
All of these?
Yep, because
it
should be
yes,
there because it's so close
God
to coming
damn it,
out.
Alex, shut up.
All right, I'll concede.
You got to convince us otherwise. I mean, we've been running the podcast, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, you've had 2 RPG nerds run the podcast for the past, month or so. What do you expect?
I honestly reckon it should be at 2, considering it was announced back in January 2017, like that initial Switch presentation. I think it needs to be on number 2, purely for that reason. So, I'm happy with it. I won't play it, or maybe, but I reckon it should be there. So I'm happy with that. Fire Emblem, you reckon number 3?
Personally, I think that should be bumped down a bit. maybe. Yeah, 3 is a bit.
I was
too
just
high.
looking to fill that gap because I don't think we were going to fill it any other time.
Yeah.
Which means we
think
might
so.
need to put 4 into 3.
No.
No, the numbers, Mason, the numbers.
I could swap it with Bayonetta 3.
But
Yeah.
that should be lower though.
I
mean,
reckon
it might happen.
Yeah. I reckon 6.
Yeah, I'd say 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ugly. Metroid Prime 4 there. And again, I just don't think it's going to happen. Like, I guess this is a wish list. So, like, I really want it to be there.
If it's a wish, just put Rare Replay on top.
Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. I reckon bump that down just a tad. I reckon 5.
Oh, you don't want it at 4?
We'll see how we go. But then there's Mario Kart 9 at 3.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, though.
Yeah,
No.
I also don't think that's going to happen. But, like, it's something that should happen, but...
It should, but like we said on the last podcast, it is now currently the highest selling racing game in the US, Mario Kart 8. If they do a new Mario Kart, it's going to eat into those sales.
True, but then there's a lot more money that they can make from a new one.
True.
Like, yeah, I don't think it will happen at all.
Yeah.
Not until the next one, but Switch 2 or whatever that ends up being.
Maybe they'll release it with the Super Switch Pro.
There you go. Bump it down to 5?
Yeah, bump that down
Yeah,
to
we'll
5.
put it at 5.
Oh, look how that worked out.
Yeah, but we still got this one.
Hey, I'm happy with Ring Fit Adventure 2 being at number 3. But then again, Rare Replay up there.
Yeah.
I reckon that needs to be bumped up, honestly.
Yeah.
Number 3?
You gotta convince Jake, though.
Yeah, sure, switch him. Switch him.
Yeah! I'm not switching, I'm just thinking.
I just think a second Ring Fit Adventure game just feels a little bit out there to me.
Yeah, I don't see it happening, but it would be neat.
I reckon it'd be very neat.
To maybe drop the Ring Fit Adventure down a bit.
Reckon there?
Yeah.
Or...
yeah, I'd say put it to 5. And,
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nintendo Switch Online. I reckon that still needs to be there, because I just think that just needs to happen.
Yeah, it needs to happen.
Yeah.
Any higher?
What's directly above it again?
It's Fire
Fire
Emblem.
Fire Emblem.
See,
Nah.
yeah, here's the thing. Like, I think a new Fire Emblem, anything, is more likely than,
Anything Switch Online.
Anything Switch Online related. But the thing is, would it be lower than the possibility of Bayonetta 3? That's the big thing. It's stuck
It's
between
been
a rock and
1,200 days, Jake.
Yeah, it's stuck between a rock and a hard place.
1,200 days.
Yeah.
But that means we're due for news, right?
Yeah, it's nearly
1,200
4
days.
years.
We should be getting it soon.
Yeah, but the head of Platinum, or I am blanking on his name at the moment. It's Hideki something.
Hideki Kamiya?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he straight up said, just pretend that it doesn't exist until we say something. So that probably means it could be a while.
He's a
said?
He's a troll, though. Earlier this year.
Yeah, he's a troll, but he's also a crazy person.
Exactly. He doesn't know what's going on. I honestly think bump down Mario Kart 9.
Yeah.
I just can't see it happening.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay to keep it in the top 10, maybe number 9. Hey, there we go. Mario Kart 9, number 9.
God damn it.
Yeah,
It
move the rest
just
of them
makes
up.
sense.
You guys and your numbers.
Yeah, it just makes sense.
Just like you in your alliteration.
So in that case, yeah, Fire Emblem 6, Nintendo Switch Online 7, and Bayonetta 3, number 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everything else is just 10 plus.
Yeah,
I was going to say, anything from down here? I really want that Pokemon Pinball.
I'd also really like that Pokemon
but do you really
Pinball.
see it happening?
I mean, it's a wish list. Whether it's going to happen or not, I want it to happen.
Then move it up.
Pinball.
But you're going to find a spot in the top 9.
Stick it at 9.
I was going to say, I'm happy with number 9. Jake, you happy with number 9?
So you're going to kick out Mario Kart 9?
It's...
Yeah, what about
yes,
your
but I'm not going to be happy about it.
I mean, I would put Mario Kart in front of Pokemon Pinball myself.
So you'd want Mario Kart 9 before Pokemon Pinball?
I would say it would. It's more likely.
Yeah, it's way more likely.
Well, let's not think about likely at the moment. Let's think about what would you prefer, Mario Kart 9 or new Pokemon Pinball?
Oh, new Pokemon
Mario
Pinball.
Kart 9.
So you both said different things at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it there,
Alex.
I'm gonna keep it there, but it is number 10. So if we were to do a top 10 list, it is at number 10. So it still gets in.
So this is where we do number 10.
Number 10.
Locking that in. So are we locking in that list in that order? Rare Replay at number 3. You guys are happy with that?
I mean, I'd rather it at number 1, but...
Sure, I'm happy with this.
I mean, Rare Replay at number 3, I think, comes with it being a Nintendo edition.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it was just regular Rare Replay, it'll go like 5 or 6.
Maybe 7.
Let's not go too far. It's got Banjo.
No, we'll put it on 30 because it's 30 games.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that list.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah, seems alright.
There we go. We did it. There's Switchaboo's top 10 wish list for Nintendo E3 2021. And that is a heck of a title. Awesome. Do you guys have any final words about what we've done here?
I just miss Pokemon Pinball, man. I really do.
Me too.
I mean,
that's
it'd
all
be
this
good to watch E3.
That's all this discussion has done to me. It's just made me miss Pokemon Pinball.
You're now going to go play Pokemon Pinball, aren't you?
Oh, then I'd have to bust out my Wii U, is the thing. I have to de-dust
Didn't you
it.
stream it like a while ago as well?
It's like nearly 3 years ago at this point.
Well, we'll wrap it up there. So there is our top 10 wish list for Nintendo E3 2021. Thank you everyone for watching and listening. You can always find us and follow us a bit further on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. By all means, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. Let us know specifically about which games you would like to see in your top 10 Nintendo E3 2021 wish list. If you'd like to support us even further, you can support us on Patreon. We have a fortnightly podcast, so if you liked hearing our voices, you can follow us. You can support us there from Patreon as well. If you do for at least $1 per month, you can get the podcast 2 to 3 days early. Lastly, as well, we do have a Discord where you can join and have a chat with us. That Discord link is atrocious, so I'm just going to put it in. I'm just going to put it in the description down below. I reckon that's probably the best way to do it. But thank you everyone for listening.
Isn't it pinned in the Twitter as well?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Twitter at Switchaboo News. So head there and follow us while you're there. But there is, like Nathan said, the Discord is pinned up the top, so you can go there as well. But thank you everyone for listening, and have fun.
Enjoy.
No outro, Jake?
I'm trying to think of one, is the thing. My brain just kind of stopped. It's like, just say goodbye. It's like, no, I have to be witty, damn it.
I'll cut it off before that. So.
No, keep this in.
Make that my outro.